My name is Foyez, and I'm a rising sophomore at the Trinity School, and this is my smart augmented reality glass. So it utilizes a Raspberry Pi that's connected to a 128 by 64 pixel OLED display. And so I've coded a couple of programs to display onto the OLED. So the first one is a basic text function which greets you once you start up the Pi. The text program uses a display function which basically allows the Raspberry Pi to talk to the OLED. And so I also have basically a time and clock function, and it works the same way as the text function except that it displays the time. And then I also have three other programs: flip a coin, roll a dice, and a random motivational quote function. And so all of these use a random function. And so the random function, basically what it does is that you define a finite set of numbers, and so when the computer selects one of those, it'll display something, and if it chooses a different number, it'll display something different. So for example, for the flip a coin, my finite set included the numbers 1 and 2, and so if the computer selected 1, then it'll display heads, and if the computer selected 2, it'll display tails. And so what really makes these glasses augmented reality is the prism right here. And so the prism is basically an acrylic cube, and so there's a mirror opposite of the OLED display, which is on the left side, and there's also a semi-clear two-way mirror that runs diagonally through the acrylic glass prism. And so this basically gives the augmented reality feature, as the the display will bounce off the mirror that's opposite from it, and then bounce off the mirror running diagonally through the prism, and it'll reflect right into your eyes, and it'll produce an image that just overlaps your real world view. And so a problem that arose was getting the prism close enough to your eye so that you could see the small text really clearly, but also moving it far away so that you can make out the words really easily. And so the way I did that was I included this piece here. It's basically a leftover perf board with cardboard on top. And so basically I attached this to the glass to give the prism some distance from the glass so you could see it clearly, and it would be easy for you to read. And so my next steps would be to add voice control and to make this a little more compact, get rid of some of the wires and add a battery, and that